Hey guys, welcome to Football Fantasy 11 and it's Europa League time, and today I'm gonna discuss Roma versus FC Porto's second leg game where the first game ended up in a 1-1 draw. We are gonna discuss the key players of both Roma and FC Porto, and we are also gonna check out match prediction for this particular game and my team for this particular match. Now, when we compare the head-to-head stats, we could clearly see that FC Porto is having an upper edge over Roma. Till now, they have played 6 matches between each other. In that, 1 match was won by Roma, 3 matches ended up in a draw, and 2 matches was won by FC Porto. And FC Porto's recent performance was pretty good, and they haven't lost a single game in the last 6 games. On the other hand, Roma have just 1 loss in their last 7 games. Last match between FC Porto and Roma ended up in a 1-1 draw, where Moura was the goal scorer for Porto and Selic was the goal scorer for Roma. And the game before that, Porto and Roma ended up in a 1-1 draw, where Vitinha was the goal scorer for Porto and Mancini was the goal scorer for Roma. And the game before that, Porto defeated Roma 3-1, where Soares, Marega and Telles were the goal scorers for Porto and De Rossi was the goal scorer for Roma. And the game before that, Roma defeated FC Porto 2-1, where Zaniolo scored a brace, and for Porto, Lopez was the goal scorer. And when we compare the league season so far, we could see that Roma is currently 9th in the table. They have won 10 games, drawn 7 games, lost 8 games. They are scoring at a rate of 1.44 goals per match, and they are conceding at a rate of 1.16 goals per match. That means FC Porto in their 25 games have scored 36 goals but conceded 29 goals. On the other hand, FC Porto is currently 3rd in their league. They have won 14, drawn 4 and lost 4. They are scoring at a rate of 2.09 goals per match and they are conceding at a rate of 0.82 goals per match. That means in their 22 games they have scored 46 goals and conceded just 18 goals. That means FC Porto is pretty good defensively in their league, but when it comes to the Europa League, Roma have ended up in this particular Europa League season in 15th position. They have won 3 games, drawn 3 games and lost 2 games. They are scoring at a rate of 1.12 goals per match and they are conceding at a rate of 0.75 goals per match. On the other hand, FC Porto and this particular Europa League table in 18th position. They have won 3 games, drawn 2 games and lost 3 games. They are scoring at a rate of 1.62 goals per match, but they are conceding at a rate of 1.37 goals per match. That means FC Porto in their 8 games have actually scored 13 but conceded 11 goals. Roma, on the other hand, in their 8 games have scored 10 but conceded only 6. So when it comes to the Europa League, we could clearly see that Porto is conceding goals against pretty good teams. So even though Porto is defensively good in their league, but they are conceding in when it comes to the Europa League, and I'm gonna expect Roma to definitely score in this particular game, and I'm expecting Roma to win in this particular game. That's my prediction, but we are gonna check out the the team overview of both Roma and Porto. And when it comes to the Roma side, Roma in the last 5 games, Roma defeated Parma 1-0. FC Porto and Roma end up in a 1-1 draw. Then Roma defeated Venezia 1-0. Milan defeated Roma 3-1, and Roma and Napoli end up in a 1-1 draw. Dobek is the top goal scorer for Roma with 8 goals, Dybala with 6 goals, Makers with 4 goals, El Shaarawy with 3 goals. And when it comes to assists, El Shaarawy with 3 assists, Dybala with 2 assists, Makers with 2 assists and Dobek with 2 assists. And when it comes to the FC Porto side, in the last 5 games, Porto defeated Firenze 1-0. Porto and Roma end up in a 1-1 draw. Then Porto and Sporting end up in a 1-1 draw. Porto and Rio Ave end up in a 2-2 draw. Then Porto defeated Maccabi Tel Aviv 1-0. And when it comes to the goal stats, Agavoha topped the list with 13, Galeno with 8 goals, Gonzalez with 5 goals, Pepe, Mora and Loader, each of them have 3 goals. And when it comes to assists, Fernandez with 5 assists, Mora with 5 assists, Mario and Vieira with 3 assists, Agavoha, Gonzalez and Mora, each of them have 3 assists. Now we are going to check out the key players of both Roma and FC Porto. Actually, when it comes to the Roma side, they actually play in 3-5-2 kind of a formation. In that, Dobek, who is the top goal scorer for Roma, is a must-pick option. Actually, Dobek currently have 8 goals for Roma. Then Dybala is another key player for Roma and he currently have 6 goals and 2 assists in his name. so he can score goals and he can even provide assist as well. Then Pellegrini will be another crucial player for Roma, but his performance in this particular season is not that good when we compare him with the previous season. He currently have only 2 goals so far in this particular season. Then Paredes or Kone, both of them can provide defensive stability in the midfield, and both of them can provide goals and assists. Each of them, Paredes have 1 goal and 1 assist in his name, Kone have 2 goals and 1 assist in his name. Then Selic or Mancini, both are defensive options of Roma. Actually, Selic could play as a wing back instead of Sharawi. He will be that particular wing back option of Roma. If Selic plays, he will be a must-pick option, and he even scored in the last game against FC Porto. And Selic currently have 1 assist also in his name. Mancini, on the other hand, he is a dangerous person in the set pieces. He currently have 1 goal in his name. Then Sharawi or Angelino, both of them are pretty good midfield choices of Roma, as you could see that Sharawi currently have 2 assists so far in his name and 3 goals also in his name. Now, on the other hand, Angelino, when it comes to his recent performance, is not that particular good, but Angelino currently have 1 assist in his name. Now, when we compare this with Porto side, Porto play in 3-4-2-1 kind of a formation. In that, Omodion or Agahova is a key player for Porto. He have the ability to score goals, and he is the player with the top or the most number of goals for Porto. He currently have 13 goals in his name. Then Mora is another key midfield option of Porto. He can score goals and assist. He currently have 3 goals and 3 assists in his name. Then Vieira or Pepe, both are pretty good midfield choices of Porto, and Vieira have 3 assists and 1 goal in his name, and Pepe have 3 goals and 2 assists in his name. So both of them can provide midfield quality as well as attacking ability. Now Mora will be the most valuable player of Porto. That's what I'm expecting. He is playing as a wing back, and he is the player who can provide goals or assists for Porto. Mora currently have 1 goal and 5 assists in his name, and he was a player who has scored in the last game against Roma. Now Perez or Otavio, both of them are defenders but very much crucial in the set pieces, and both of them can provide goals or assists. Perez currently have 1 assist and 1 goal in his name. On the other hand, Otavio have 2 goals in his name. Then Boz or Varela, both are pretty good midfield choices of Porto, and both of them can provide goals or even assists. Actually, Boz is yet to provide a goals or assists for FC Porto. On the other hand, Varela currently have 1 goal and 1 assist in his name. So these are the key players of both Roma and FC Porto. Now I'm going to provide you the combined key players of both the teams. Selic, Angelino, Mancini will be the key from Roma side. Moura, Mario, Perez or Otavio will be the key from Porto side. And in the midfielders, Pellegrini, Paredes or Kone will be the key from Roma side. Moura, Pepe, Varela or Borges will be the key from Porto side. And when it comes to the attacking side, Dobek, Dybala and Omodion will be the key attackers. And goalkeeper, I'm going to go with Porto's goalkeeper, which will be Costa. And in the midfield, Vieira will be the crucial for the Porto side as well. So you can include Vieira as well in the midfield choice. Now I'm going to provide you my personal team prediction for this particular game, and I'm going to split the team into different possible outcomes. Those will be Roma defeating Porto 1-0, Porto defeating Roma 1-0, then Roma defeating Porto 2-1 or 3-2 kind of goal margin, then Roma and Porto ending up in a 1-1 or 2-2 draw, and finally Porto defeating Roma 2-1 or 3-2 kind of a scenario. And the first scenario were Roma defeating Porto 1-0. In this particular scenario, I'm going to include all the 4 defenders of Roma in my side, and I'm going to go with Angelino, Antica or Hummels, Mancini and Selic. And Mora will be the other defender from Porto side, and the goalkeeper will be from Porto. And my midfield choice will be Pepe or Varela, Paredes or Kone, and Mora or Vieira. And in the attack, I go with Dobek and Dybala. In the Dobek can be my captain choice, Dybala can be my captain or vice captain choice, Angelino can be my vice captain choice, and Selic can be my vice captain choice as well. Now when I move on to the next scenario of Porto defeating Roma 1-0, in this particular scenario I am going to include all the 4 defenders or even 5 defenders from Porto in my Dream 11 side. I am going to go with Moura, Otavio, Perez, Dijalo and Mario. And the goalkeeper will be from Porto, which will be Costa. And in the midfield I go with Pellegrini, Paredes and Kone. And in the attack I go with Orodion and Dybala. In that, Aurodion will be my captain choice. Mario will be my vice captain choice. Moura can be my captain or even vice captain choice. And now the next scenario where Roma defeating Porto 2 goals to 1 or 3 goals to 2 kind of goal margin. I'm gonna include only 3 defenders. Those will be Angelino or Mario, Selic and Moura. And the midfield I go with Moura or Pepe, Kone, Paredes and Pellegrini. And in the attack I go with Amadion, Dobek and Dybala. In that, Dybala, Dobek and Amadion can be my captain or vice captain choice, and Moura can be my captain or vice captain choice. Now the next scenario where Porto defeating Roma 2 goals to 1 or 3 goals to 2 kind of goal margin. My defensive choice are almost similar to my previous one. I am going to go with Selic, Moura and Mario, and my midfield choice will be Varela or Vieira, Moura or Pepe, Kone, Pellegrini or Paredes, and in the attack I go with Amadion, Dobek and Dybala. So in both these teams you could clearly see that the defensive choices are almost same and my attacking choices are almost same. And I'm gonna switch between this midfield players only, and even the captain and the vice captain choice could be almost similar as well. Now the final scenario where Roma and Porto ending up in a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. In this particular scenario also the defensive choices are almost similar to the previous one, Angelino or Mario, Selic and Moura. This will be the key defensive choices from all the different scenarios. And in the midfield I go with Varela or Vieira, Kone, Paredes, Pellegrini or Moura. And in the attack I go with Amadion, Dobek and Dybala. In the Dybala, Dobek and Amadion can be my captain or vice captain choice. Moura can be my captain or even vice captain choice. So you could see that almost all the teams, or the final 3 teams where both the team scores are almost similar. You can switch between the midfield choices. My attacking and my defensive choice will be almost same. Now I'm gonna provide my personal prediction for this particular match, and please know that this is based on my gut feeling. Don't go with my gut feeling. You can put a team based on the outcome that you predict and based on the key players which I have already been provided. But my gut feeling is that since it's a home game for Roma, I'm expecting Roma to defeat FC Porto 2 goals to 1. So that's the scoreline that I'm gonna predict. Roma will go into the next stage and Roma is gonna defeat Porto 2 goals to 1, where Dybala and Dobek will be the goal scorers for Roma, and the assist will be by Dybala and Selic. And for Porto, Moura will be the goal scorer and the assist will be by Mario. And my team will be Moura, Mario, Mancini and Selic in the defense, Varela, Moura, Kone and Paredes in the midfield choices, Dobek and Dybala in the attacking choices, and in the Dybala will be my captain choice and Moura will be my vice captain choice. Please know that Moura have already scored in the last game as well, and I'm expecting him to score in this game as well. So this is my personal prediction. Hope that this video helps you to put the Dream 11 side, and if you like this, please like, share and subscribe.